So we go back to the courts, the judiciary. Now the Labour Party is saying, one, they've not seen the certified true copies since judgments were delivered. What are you waiting for?
Atiku just got the PDP just got theirs 22nd of November, a few days ago.
Weeks. This is weeks.
So with what did they file an appeal? Because
no, the presidential petition, that is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because when a court decision is made, you're supposed to get it with it because there is a number of time you will use to file. If the time elapses without you bringing the CTC, how do they file the appeal that they are
that was used at the Supreme Court?
Yes. Or if they are just getting it now. So I mean, this is I don't think that the judiciary need to, like I said before we went on break, that the judiciary need to redeem itself.
But I thought the judiciary was redeeming itself when President Muhammadu Buhari came in and we saw the arrest of some high-profile judges, even the Attorney General and some other persons were indicted in some of those cases.
Yeah, because you had a president who didn't care whether he was removed the next minute. If I'm found in anything, remove me, arrest me. We saw a president who was willing to even go to jail to say, no, nobody should talk. But you see a president now who will tell you, this is my turn. Right from say, it is my turn. It has been my life ambition. So you work, do everything humanly possible to secure. You know, constantly you hear Mr. President talking about, we now have a secure job. They now have a secure job. So they were.
Or go and secure your job.
Yeah, go and secure your
when
job.
was the Bayelsa election?
Yeah.
It's off-season election.
Yes. So definitely there are two different cases. I don't think Buhari say I'm for everybody and for nobody. If you like, go and arrest his wife, he will not talk. But you are seeing a different ball game now. But you will be right if you say that Buhari was not a politician.
No.
But this is politics actually
playing
out right now, playing into the court.
That is the fear of the average Nigerian.
I watched the handing over ceremony in Sierra Leone and Liberia, and I was almost ashamed of my country. I saw how happy the people were. I saw a judge where he didn't even go to court. You know, he make a call.
Even before the final results came in.
He went to court.
And they didn't have much margin though.
He didn't need to wait for the compulsory 3 months.
Okay.
To hand over. He has handed over already.
Yep.
He said, what am I still doing in the office for the next 3 months when somebody has emerged? Yeah, and I saw the handing over ceremony.
Now here is what a lot of pundits have described as an aberration when it comes to what has turned out to be what they have said to be the worst election year so far in the history of this country, which partly is because of the involvement of the judiciary and unclear issues. Let me see how much of this I can pick together. During the elections, you just talked about, you remember the grab it, run with it statement, the Milokon, it's my turn. All of these things somehow is said to have played into the administration of the ongoing president right now. So from elections to the election, which a lot of persons are asking if that was election, people were excited, came in from abroad, paid the expensive tickets and everything to come and vote for candidates of their choice. But alas, so bring that back into the INEC, the behavior of INEC as an election umpire. INEC, a lot of people have said that it has been very insensitive in responding to some of these issues. Look at what played out in Kaduna, which to me, personally, that is like the biggest weird situation that I still don't know how to fathom. 165,000 invalid votes. The people voted accurately, but INEC refused to do its carry out its responsibility by signing those results. And at the end, those results slipped. And at the end of the day, court declared it invalid, and INEC is still being standing as a saint. It's the same Kano State. If you go to the issue of the appeal court, where we learned that Yusuf and NPP didn't submit their documents, but INEC accepted it, and the court is using it now to, fight the same party. With all of these issues, the rulings, if you look at the same Kano State, CTC copy said Yusuf is the winner of the election, but the announcement, the ruling, as announced by the judges, seemed to be on the other opposite side. If you take that to Plateau State, Mutfwang, if you take that to Nasarawa State, and ask yourself, where did we get it wrong? Is it with the umpire? Is it with the judiciary? Or with the political parties?
Well, what is playing out right now is 2027 election.
In 2023?
Yes, that's what is playing out. The number of states in the back.
and not the people.
It is the number of states in the back. That is, they said rulers think about the next election, but leaders think about the next generation. It is only people who are thinking about the next generation that we want to think about the people the way you are talking about. But those who are rulers, they think about the next election. So calculations for the next election are started. Kano is a state that must be in the back. River State must be in the back. Lagos must be in the back. Then you can now have some respite, you know. So calculations are going on. They are not thinking the way. They don't sleep. They don't sleep. It's you that is still thinking this way. But I think that going forward, that from now, with some of the steps being taken so far, yeah, while they are still thinking about the next election, 2027, making some mistakes going toward that point, but some of the decisions that have been taken by this government, I've seen every year government pass budget, they debate, they release money, and you see a president, even when he's sick, he will go to London to take paracetamol and come back. You will see all that. Every year they release money for turnaround maintenance for our refineries and share the money. And workers have been on payroll right from when the refineries stop working. They are on payroll. Nobody has been sacked. I've never seen that kind of thing. So, but I'm seeing some of the reversal of some of these terrible things. Like, if all things being equal, if the Port Harcourt refineries work, then the worry works. I don't know about the Dangote thing. I see that as a fraud. Because I know that they commissioned that refinery about 1 year ago. And I don't know why they commissioned a refinery that has not produced 1 liter of petroleum product up till now. I don't know what is happening there. But if some of these things they put in place, if we are able to refine oil for local consumption, maybe they give attention to agriculture the way Buhari did and everything. Why they are still pursuing their 2027 agenda? Let the poor man breathe. If they are able to do some of these things while they are making these false starts and mistakes, let us also be alive.
Can we even consider these things as mistakes? Because somehow it seems like a structural problem.
I'm not talking about the releasing money and stealing money. That one is like a man who is pretending to sleep and snoring. You know, he's pretending to sleep, and if he's snoring on top, you wake him, you poke him with pain, he will not wake up. Well, he's pretending to sleep.
So you mean that you don't see any changes in our electoral process from the the 10th assembly was in AkpoBari recently, and we were talking about unbundling INEC, diaspora. We don't see any of these things playing out.
Anything like that happening now.
Is it because of the fact that
Buhari did that because he knew that he will no longer be contesting any elections after this? So if there will be any change in the electoral laws and whatever, expect it. If this government, if President Tinubu gets a second tenure, the moment he's sworn in for second tenure, expect, because he has been around,